Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Baylor Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tigers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to throw, it's Tuggle. Puts it out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Calls his own number. Turning it on! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inactive with his pass.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Wade.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Steps away to find some room. Fires downfield. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Tuggle. He's got him.
Nice throw, nice catch. I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Bears will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Tries to do it himself on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Tuggle. Got his man. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down. They'll try to do it for a 2nd time in the opening quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Final play of the quarter coming. To the air, it's Tuggle. Swings it out to the flat. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. We've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here we go. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He's going for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bears!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Back to pass on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a third and long. Now the play fake. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to pass. It's Tuggle. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, we mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Smashes through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 30.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Finds the tight end, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Now from inside the red zone. Moving away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Tuggle. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Baylor! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense is set him up. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Cooler 18. Here we go.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense did their job. They were able to get the interception, give the offense the ball back. Now you're set up after that run play on 3rd down, and there's a lot of pressure on you here. You've got to find a way to stay on the field. You've got to find a way to score points after getting that takeaway.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Quarterback gets past the marker. Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2.
Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The quarterback run game historically has been very good to Clemson.
Reason, I would argue that Clemson kind of put this on the map. I mean, back in the day with Woody Dantzler, he was such a good athlete, and they used tempo, and they changed the game up a little bit. Everybody saw it, and I think started to implement it more and more, and Clemson's definitely built their brand, especially offensively, on that spot being able to do that.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab down the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll leave it with him. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure at this.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
Got the quick pass. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Set, ready.
Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Tuggle. It's complete to the right. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
He's tackled at the 36-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got a little space. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Absolute shame. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 25. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
Clemson, 14.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Tuggle. There's some pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it from the gun. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The run from the shotgun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quick strike complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On target to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown Bears! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play. The difference, and that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over South Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
It doesn't get any better.